Hey everybody, Ron here with Solo Operative Games. Today we're at my table and I am so excited. I've got Kanban EV by Lacerda, Eagle-Gryphon Games, art by Ian O'Toole. And guys, I gotta tell you, this is one of the first games I saw on a table before I got into board gaming that just made me go, wow, that thing is beautiful. There's board games exist like this. And it's been my kind of my Grail game ever since. I've never bought it because I was like, it's amazing, but is it worth, the $100 and some that it costs? And there's so many other board games that are cheaper. What's the value you're getting? And my goodness, I love this game. I got it for Father's Day. So excited to play it. I played it at multiple player counts. It's good at them all. It's great solo. Not everyone loves the solo because it's not a my points versus the bot's points. It's a kind of a unique mode where you score points and the bot takes them away. And if at any time during a scoring phase you are below 0, you get fired and the game is immediately over. And a lot of people report getting fired multiple times as they learn to play this solo. So that might happen today, but if I do get fired early on, I'm probably just going to stop the recording and start over. So you guys won't know. It'll just be my little secret. But if we get pretty far and we end up getting fired later on, it's less likely. You're more likely to get fired early in the game, just to either bad luck or just making some decisions that are more popular in the multiplayer game. But you have to think a little bit different in the solo. And going for some more early points rather than some engine building. With that, let's get into it. So I'm going to take the box off. Oh, so beautiful. And it's a big game. Oh, the box is falling over already. Let me zoom out all the way. So this is not my entire table, but it's a lot of it. And it takes up most. If we were playing a 4-player game, we'd probably have to rotate the main board sideways so everybody could fit their player boards. You will notice one thing is I do have expansions. Well, they're not really expansions. They're called upgrade packs. And one of the main parts of the upgrade packs is these, they're not turbochargers, they're Speedchargers. Or turbo speeders. What the heck are these things called? I don't know. I think they're Speedchargers. These little green things, and they're going to go on this board here, which is on my player board. I can slot them into one of these 5 slots. They're going to give me a point for every car I have. So if I have 5 cars, then every one that I get is going to give me 5 points. And also, to get them, you come here to administration. So it gives a little bit more value to the administration task. Already, administration is very underrated when people play it, but this gives it even more value. And it doesn't have an official solo rules for the Speedchargers, how the bots use them. And so I'm following a variant that someone suggested on BGG that said, well, if any time Lacerda or Turczi get certified in administration, you'll remove one of these. There's only 5 available because it's supposed to be 3 per player count. I'm solo, plus 2. So I've got 5 there, but we'll lose the access to 2 of them if we don't get them before Turczi and Lacerda get certified. Speaking of Turczi and Lacerda, we have 2 bots that we're going to play with. Turczi, who designed the solo, and Lacerda, who's designed the game. We're going to be playing against them, and they simulate fairly well the main game component, competitors. They are going to cheat quite a bit. It's always kind of downheartening when you lose to a bot, and well, it's cheating, right? Well, it's just because it doesn't have that same decision making and planning that a human player would. So that's why they do it. But it's never fun when you get beat by someone and you're like, well, they didn't have to follow the rules. Anyway, let's get started. The first thing I do, I've got the board completely set up. I'll be playing the blue player. Turczi will be white and Lacerda will be black. And the first thing that I need to do that's different than the main setup is I'm going to take one design from the central stack, which is going to be this Tesla car, truck, whatever, Tesla truck, and I get the part that's associated with it. So I'm going to start with the body part, and we're going to put that in our player board here. Okay. Then I need to pick my first certification reward, and that's going to determine starting player order. The choices I have are a banked shift, Most of the time when you go to a worker placement spot, you're going to get 2 or 3 actions, but if you don't use them, you can increase bank shifts, or you can spend bank shifts to do more, up to a maximum of 4. So I can get an extra bank shift, start right off the bat. I can get a training manual. Training manuals let you train on any of the 5 departments that you're in without spending a shift, so those are pretty nice. Third one there is a universal part. That's kind of like a wild part. You can use it for any of the 5 parts. And then the fourth one there is no reward, but you get to go first. And that's the one that Lacerda will take if we don't. So he usually ends up going first. It's hard to justify going first. A couple of things that we might want to determine or check before we do that is if we, when we look at the, let's look up, I don't have a zoom for some of these, but if we look up at the cars in assembly here, the black and the blue car are in demand right now, so you get an extra speech bubble if you do produce one of those. Parts, we got every part out here except for electronics. That was determined by a random card that we drew at the setup. And as far as the first meeting, what Sandra would like us to discuss are cars or blue upgrades, so the motor, up to 3 bank shifts. We went up to 2 motors, up to 3 bank shifts, a speed charger in slot number 3, or one of these batteries and electronics that we have in storage. So that's what she'd like to talk about. I have the option of adding, well, I have to add at least one more topic to the meeting. So I've got a speed charger in slot 5. I've got 2 green cars I can talk about, 3 universal parts, or being certified in assembly. So I can think about doing some of that. I do start with 1 universal shift. So if we got a second, we're already kind of willing to talk about this. One thing about this game is Sandra is going to be moving through the departments and judging how good we are or bad we are. And we're playing with bad Sandra, evil Sandra, not friendly Sandra. And so if she gets to a department and we are the lowest person on the training track for that department, she will judge us, assess our ability. And if we don't meet her criteria for that particular department, she's going to give us a penalty of 1 point plus 1 for every bank shift we have less than 5. So I'd be losing 6 right off the bat. So getting a bunch of bank shifts early in the game is also a way to combat Sandra taking those points away from you. So that's not a bad thing. But I think training is going to be where it's at. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the training and take my little training manual here. Okay. You probably didn't see that, but that's okay. I put it down on my board. That means Lacerda is going to start with slot 1, and Turczi is going to pick 4. Turczi always goes in 3 or 4, whatever is better and available. Lacerda always goes in 1 and 2. A few other things. Turczi always takes the 3 if he can. No, Turczi takes the 2. Lacerda takes the 3. I'm not allowed to go where Sandra is. That's the 2-player rule, but they are. And Sandra can go where I am if she moves after me. Let's get started. Enough chat. Lacerda is going to go first, and so he's going to pick his cards. Now we reveal 3 of these kind of work plans here for them in a column. And then we take one of these cards, and that's going to determine which one of these 3 things. So they're going to be either working in logistics, in design, or in administration. And Lacerda wants the top one, so he's going straight to logistics, and he's going to be getting some parts, putting some parts out there and getting some new ones. All right, and I'm next in turn order. Oh, I'm going to put him up there. There we go, he takes the 3. I think we could go up to R&D and immediately train and get certified in R&D, which give us some points. And then we could also, that initial car that we got that had the Tesla truck with the body, we could immediately research that and get a part for that. There's no cars out to get right now, but that's okay. That's not as important right away. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Take the 3 shifts there. because I don't care about, oh, they can't, they don't have an R&D available, so they wouldn't take that anyway. All right, so now Turczi's going to pick. His card says he wants the bottom one of the two, so he's actually going to administration, and then that one will be used next round. And he takes the top one, and then Sandra's going to just come and go to the, oh no, she stays where she is for now. She's like, let me give you at least one turn to figure this game out before I start taking those points away. Okay, so now we go in turn order based on top to bottom, which means we are first. Now I talked about, let's go ahead and research, I don't know, train, look at this Cybertruck model, and it's going to take a body part, which we have. So we go ahead and stick this body onto one of these upgrades that we want to do. So I can get a bank shift, I get 2 points, or I can get a training manual. I think we're okay on points for now, knock on wood. So let's go ahead and get a bank shift. Now, one of the golden rules in this game is you can never use the things you get in one turn on that same turn. So that bank shift that we're earning, we can use on a future turn, but not this turn. Okay, so we did that, we marked that, got a reward, and then we flip this over, and it's going to give us 2 victory points. So we're up to 17. We start on 15. They were pretty nice about that. And then that just slides onto the right side of our board. Now, if we ever get a Tesla truck out of assembly later on, this would become a tested design, which is one of the main ways you get points in this game. So we're on our way. I have used 1 shift doing that. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 more to train up. And then I'm going to turn in our training manual that we got at the beginning of the game to go ahead and get certified. So we've got, not only are we a ways ahead of these two, so it'll be a while before Sandra even thinks about evaluating us, we get 2 points just for being the first to be certified. And on our board, we're going to unlock a space. The space for R&D when you get certified is this one on the right. Now this is a token that anytime we upgrade a part, which I guess that's what we did, upgrade a part, we can upgrade it twice and score the points. So it's not going to be beneficial right now, but later on when maybe we're upgrading something to 4, we could then upgrade it a second time and get the 5 points or something. I did need to move up the body to slot number 2 there, because it's got 1 upgrade. Okay, that's our full turn. We got our certification. Oh, no, we got one more thing. We got to move up our certification marker. So I need to take this, and I can take any of these rewards. We got our bank shift. We had a part. I think we'll go ahead and get another training manual. I think training manuals are the best way to avoid Sandra's judgment. Just get trained, get ahead of them, and we'll maybe have a bad first round, which could be our doom if they get a lot of points and take us down to 0. But at least Sandra won't be doing it. So that's our turn. Once we're done, we just lay down. Sorry for the back of my head showing. This is a large game, so to reach all the way across you're going to see the back of my head a few times. Okay, so what does Lacerda do here in design? It's all on this card. So look at his bot card. He is going to first take a Kanban card, which is out of this pile, and he's going to align it here up on the board. And he always wants the double to be on the same side of the line that it is. So these 2 electronics need to go on the bottom. And then he looks where Sandra is, and she's currently at the very bottom of the board, and so it slides down. If she were in the top 3 departments, it would slide up. And then we just go across and find out whatever is in the right side of the board we fill in. So auto steering or whatever, navigation is going to get 1. The drivetrain, and 2 electronics, so not a lot. But I did put electronics on the board, which is nice because there were none before. There is this thing called recycling where you can always trade out a part you have for any of these 3 parts that are available here, assuming they're different than what you have. So he did that, and then now he's going to look at the part that is on his card that he drew, which is the motor, and he's going to take all the motors and keep 1 of them. Well, turns out he's going to take 1 and keep 1. So they're allowed to have up to 6 parts, and that's their first part. Could be worth up to 6 points for them at the end of the game, but right now it does nothing. The other thing he does is, he should have done this beginning, is he does train in any department he visits. Hopefully I don't forget that. It's really easy to. All right, his turn's done. Now we go to Turczi, and he is in administration. And so he's going to train, is his first thing. And then the action in administration is to train in the department that Sandra is in, which is administration. So he's going to train again. And that is his entire turn. So he lays down. And Sandra, the first turn, doesn't do anything. So she's done. Then as part of cleanup, I forgot to say this like reshuffle thing goes at the bottom of the deck once we start. We discard these cards and these cards. And we're going to draw 2 new ones. Now we get to see these cards before we make our selections, so we kind of have a little bit of idea where they're going. And their choices are to design, to R&D, and to assembly. Now I don't mind them going to assembly because it doesn't get them a lot of points, and it puts out cars that I can go and swoop and steal. So that's fine with me. I don't like them going to design. That gives them a lot of victory points at the end, at least 2, maybe more. Oh, and they're supposed to have 4 designs. I totally forgot that as part of their setup. So they need to have 4 designs as well that they start with. Okay, so we are first to choose, since we're highest up, where we're going to go. And we can't go where Sandra is, so we can't go to administration. I would have liked to maybe go to Speedcharger right away, but I can't, so I'll have to wait for that. So I think important right now is to either go get parts or to go get designs. That's critical for us. And Lacerda's blocking the 3 part slot, so I think we go to design, and we'll go to that. Okay. Now, Lacerda's next to pick, so he's going to take one of these cards, and he wants the top one. So he would also come to design, except I'm there, and so he's going to skip me and come down to this one. Now they're allowed to go where Sandra is, so that's fine. All right, then Turczi's going to pick. I'm going to get their names mixed up a lot, I'm sure. It's even, there's a T here and an L here, but oh well. All right, he wants the top one, so he's going to R&D. Okay, that's not great, but can't prevent everything. And then Sandra is also going to be in R&D. Okay, that is the turn selection. So now we go from top to bottom. As Turczi's going first up in design, the first thing he'll do is he's going to take the top of their stack, which is a blue car, and he's going to provide it that piece from the supply. So he's going to give this blue car a new battery, and they always try to block off the highest points, but they don't actually get them. And then they're going to move this up, and they get points of wherever it is now. So they get 2 points for that, taking us down to 17. And then they'll flip this one over. They don't get the points for that, but at the during the end of week scoring, they will get 2 points for having that. That's part of their report to Sandra, I guess, every week. And that's his turn. That's all he does. He would take a car if there were cars out there, but there are not. I did mess up on something. This card was the last card out at the end of the round, and it has a symbol here. So we should have drawn a card and switched them in recycling. So the battery would come out and the motor would come in. Good, we got that fixed. No errors so far, hopefully. Okay, and that gets discarded. And now Turczi's done. Sandra, she's going to evaluate hoovers and back. Well, that happens to be Turczi, but she ignores them, so that nothing happens. She does, however, push the pace car forward. I've seen people play this game where the pace car, they drive it around counterclockwise. Have they never watched NASCAR? Cars drive around counterclockwise. Come on. Did I just say counter? Cars drive counterclockwise when they're racing. For the most part. All right, that's all Sandra does in that department. Okay, comes to us. Now we have our 3 shifts. We've also got a training manual here. So we could do the same thing of just doing 1 action and then training 3 times. But I don't think that's the greatest thing. And Sandra won't be here for a while. And I kind of have a plan for that. So let's just go all in on getting stuff. Now, I'm seeing that the black car is in demand, right? And so it's possible we might be pushing out black cars. Black cars are also worth the most points, 6 points at the end of the game. So I think I want to take both of these, and that's going to be 2 of our actions, but it's going to give us 2 bank shifts. And we did start with 1, so we're allowed to spend it if we wish. And then we will go ahead and take, I mean, it would be nice to get something with the Tesla truck here. Probably. We've got slots for 4. So yeah, I think I'd take the Tesla truck, and then since the blue already has an upgrade, I think the blue is another good one. So we did spend 1 bank shift to take 4 actions there, but then we did get 2 bank shifts and a training manual that we can't use this turn. So let's go to my player board here, slot those in. So I have filled these all up, and you cannot remove these in any way unless you upgrade the part. So those are stuck. We do have a universal part, which gives us a little bit of insurance here. This Tesla truck one has an X, meaning it can only be used to take a car off the test track. It can't be used to upgrade. But we did have 1 book left over. I'm actually not going to use it, and I'll show you why in a little bit. I have a secret planned. Okay, so all of these at the end of my turn are going to slide over and fill in. Okay, and that is us. Okay, and you know what I didn't do with white was remember to upgrade. I'll go back to the main board. Here we go. I've moved white up. I didn't forget. It just took me a little bit longer because what triggered it is I know that Lacerda here is about to train. So he is in administration. He trains here, and then he trains wherever Sandra is, which is up here. Remember how I said they were far behind me? Well, not for long. They're catching up already. So that's his thing. If he was certified here, he would train twice where Sandra is. He gets some bonuses when he's certified, whereas Turczi does not. And that is the end of the round. So you go ahead and discard. And let's not forget to do recycling here. So we've got this card which says take out a electronics or a drivetrain. And we get a part, and it says replace the drivetrain. So I think that means we take out this drivetrain and replace it with electronic. And all this does is simulating another player interacting with that so it doesn't get stale and you can see new parts. We didn't really look at the pieces we took, but we need a body, a motor, and a battery. Now, the motor and the body are here available in storage, so we don't really care, or in recycling, so we can get those easy. And then up here, we've got a battery. So all 3 of the parts we need are available. So I think we're okay there. Okay, so we go to the next round. Turczi is going to pick first. Let's go ahead and put out their new cards. They've got design and another assembly, so 2 assembly cards. He's definitely going to assembly since he only ever takes the top or bottom. He is taking the top. Okay, and that puts him here. Sandra goes next, and she's actually going to take the other assembly spot. That's not great for us because we are the bottom one, so we are going to get dinged a little bit for that. That's a bummer. I was kind of hoping maybe they'd both take it and she would skip it, but that just shortens the week, so that's not always a good thing either. That's okay. Now we get a pick. Oh shoot, I want to come down to design, but I think that's not going to happen. So we're going to go up to logistics. Not design, I want to come up to administration, but he's blocking it. So he'll do that. And then Lacerda is going to, he's going to try and go to assembly, and that's going to be full. And he's going to try and go here, and that's full. So he's actually going to hit design up. Okay. Sounds fun. All right, so let's go Lacerda, or Turczi's first, and he is here in the cars. Now, if there were any cars that had completely full with parts, they would remove them. And then he is going to provide this battery to one of the cars from supply. And he goes based on where Sandra is. She's currently in slot 2, so he's looking at these blue cars. Now, blue cars currently require an upgraded battery to even be built. And it just so happens he is providing the battery, which is actually not that bad. And then we look on their card and we see that they have a little bit different priorities with the cars. Turczi wants to just push them out as fast as he can, whereas Lacerda wants to push them to the middle. So in Turczi's case, he's just going to push these blue cars straight out and fill in the new one. All right, and that was his whole action. He actually didn't even get a car out, which is okay. I would have preferred he pushed a black one out because we kind of want a black one or a silver one, either way. But that's his turn. Okay, so he's done. He did get a training in there. Man, I'm going to figure this. Okay, so Sandra, she comes and she says, Blue, you are the weakest link. Your requirement that I want you to have is to have at least 3 cars. We have 0 cars. Sorry, Sandra, we haven't been building cars. And she says, well, that's great. I'm going to take a point away from you. And then however many points we are between 5 and what we are. So that is 5 to 2 is 3 more points. So we go down to 13. All right, and then the last thing she does on her action is remove all the parts from the cars. I don't know, is that sabotage? Just taking parts out of cars? I don't know. All right, then it goes to us. We are here, and this should have been discarded, at logistics. Wow, couldn't remember the name for a minute there. And the first thing, the actions we can do, we can provide a combo card. And one nice thing about this is you're going to take an action to do it, but you get it back in a bank shift. Apparently it's a really lazy action or something. I don't know. Oh, or we could take all of one type of part, or once we're certified, we can take universal parts, only one time around. So we have 2 training books. Let's go ahead and spend both of those to go up to here. So here's our training book spent. And then we're going to go ahead and use one of our 3 shifts to train one more time to get certified. So that's going to do a few things. That's going to allow us to take the universal shifts. It's going to give us 2 points because we are first to be certified there. And we've got a bunch of things happening. Let's go down here. Does that show it? Yeah, that'll show it. So we're going to move our marker up again. I think doing this one here, which is a bank shift and a speech bubble, it's going to be great. Plus, this was randomly put out and just happened to only require 2 certifications to get that one. So we take this off the board and get another speech bubble. So we are preparing pretty well to talk at the meeting. Let's go back here. We've spent 1 action so far is all. So we have 2 more. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use one of those to present a Kanban card. And I think I want to do this one here. And we can either put it at the top, which will give us a motor, or the bottom, which will give us a purple part, pink part, drivetrain. I think that's going to go. We can only hold 5 parts, but this should be perfect. So let's go ahead and fulfill the Kanban card. Anything that matches in its row will get filled. So 2 batteries. And then a drivetrain and a body. So none of the other parts lined up. So that one's done. We do discard that card and draw a new one, which gives us more batteries here. Okay, just throw that in my hand over here. And don't forget we get a bank shift for doing that. All right, that was our second action. Our third action is going to be to take all of, just looking at what's available here. I think I want all the batteries. So go ahead and take 3 batteries. And that's just 1 action. And then we will go ahead and take, well, I would like to take all, well, oh, wait a minute. We got certified, so we should have, put a airboard here, removed this lock here, which allows us to hold 6 parts, which is perfect. Because now we're going to spend a bank shift, and we had one to begin with, so that's fine. We didn't use the one we got this turn. There's a tile here that you can remember that if you had at least one big shift. I don't need to know that. I always remember that. It's fine. So our fourth action is going to be take all the pink parts. And we can put them down here. All right, so we have the drivetrains and batteries, a ton of them. Cool. That is our turn. That was pretty powerful. We got a ton of parts. We got certified. Storing up those books is great. Sandra shouldn't be judging us for a while because not only are we ahead on the track, we have more than 3 parts, which is her judgment there. So I think we're safe. We'll then go to Lacerda's turn, and him in design, we don't have the card for it, so we can look here on this board. He's going to take 2 designs based on where Sandra is. She's in the second, so he picks the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So he takes these 2. And if there was an X on either one of them in the top, they would just get 2 points and return it to the central stack. But since they don't, they add it to the bottom of their designs. So that was a 4-point play for them at the end of the game, possibly more. We'll see. Refill these. He does train here. And my plan that I was going to reveal to you guys did not work. I was going to plan to go to administration and use that to train. Oh man, that was not good. Use administration to train in design, but that was not in the cards. Okay, I think everything's back to where it should be. Oh, no, this needs to go here. Okay, so that is it. Yes, let's go ahead and discard everything. There's no part here, so we'll not be doing recycling. And we'll go ahead and reveal the 2 new cards. Okay, so they could go to design, logistics, or R&D. Don't really have a preference, just hopefully not design. Well, definitely not. Well, Sandra's going to go there before he can. Okay, I think we're good. Let's not worry about it. White, Turczi is going to the top one, which is design. And he's happy to go to the 2 slot. Then Sandra is going to move down to the next department, which is the logistics. I think I'm going to come... We've got our parts now. We could go up to R&D, because if I don't, he will. But there's no cars there. Would have loved to have a car, so I could take it. I could get 3 parts plus a car. Because research designs or upgraded parts are nice, but they're much better if we have a car that matches them. But I don't really want to hit up assembly right now either. Sandra's not going to test me here. She is going to get me in design if I don't do something about that. But I can't go to design, it's blocked. So maybe I just head administration up and we'll do that. Okay, and then Lacerda, he wants the bottom, so he wants to go to R&D. Okay, that's the selection. Again, in R&D, oh, this is going to be a problem. Lacerda moves up here, and he is now certified, so he's going to upgrade 2 parts. So first, the Cybertruck is getting some new electronics. And they're going to take the points away for that. Move the electronics up to the next level and score 2 points. Take 2 points. And that goes on to their done pile. And then the red sports car is going to get a body upgrade here. And I'll take away the points there. And that's actually going to go worth 3 points. So we are down to 10. A little bit nervous about that. Turczi did get, Lacerda did get certified on that turn, so he is going to move this up to here. Which doesn't do much. We were the first certified there, so it's not going to give any points or anything. But if you'll notice, he is in danger of certifying in both of these if he goes there. So we might want to think about getting certified. Okay. That's his turn. He did training. He did 2 upgrades. There's no car for him to take. Okay. Then it goes to Sandra. She's going to evaluate here. Nobody, or White would get evaluated, but she ignores him. And then she's going to take all the parts down to just 1. She likes things very, very tidy. It's a good thing I just got all those parts out of there. All right. And then Turczi is going to go and take the 3rd car. He gets both of these, right? Yeah. Oh, if Lacerda is trained, he takes this one as well. But white moves up here, which is bad. So I'm about to get docked next turn if I don't do something about it. Okay. These slide over at the end of his turn. And it comes to us. Now I only have 2 actions here, but I do have the 2 bank shifts I could spend if I wish. And I think I do. I wish I had a training manual. That would be great right now. But I think it would be one to get one of these speed chargers. The different upgrades we can get on the speed charger, let's talk about those. If we put it in slot 1, when we're upgrading parts, we can use one time we can use a part from supply instead of from our hand. We've got enough parts right now, so I don't think that helps. The next one is when we go to assembly, we can provide any part, not just upgraded parts. So that was fine. Slot 3 is when you play a Kanban card, you get 2 bank shifts, so it's like you travel back in time somehow. Part 4 is we're allowed to take cards off the central stack, and when we do, we get training mana for them. And then Speedcharger 5 is we get an additional action in assembly. So that's pretty nice. It doesn't apply immediately though, as far as I know. Does it apply immediately? We should go look that up. Now, if you're wondering if you have the book and like, where are the rules for the speed chargers? They're actually in the solo book at the very end of the solo book. So that's where we will look. Spend one shift to take a charger, put it on a free space. You can take 1 charger token per turn. You cannot take this action if your charging board is full. You may work an extra shift. I'm going to go with the golden rule because it doesn't really call it out, so we just have to go with what's the golden rule, which is you can't use things you get on that turn. So we're going to say no to doing that. Some other things that might go into our decision. One of the top speech topics is having a speed charger in 3, which is that extra Kanban thing. But I don't go to logistics very often, I find. And then I've got a card over in my side to put one on 5. So I'd have to come back to administration a few times to make that worth it. And then there's an end game goal, which I don't think we even covered here, to have speed chargers in 2 and 4. So none of those chain together. What is going to affect me immediately? The scoring, we haven't taken any cars, so the meetings are not happening. Maybe I don't take one. Or maybe I just take it on 5. So I will go... Okay, let me think about this. Black's going to go, and he might come here. And if he did that, then Sandra would skip it, and then white would go somewhere else. So there'd be a spot open. If black doesn't go here, then Sandra will go here, white will move away, and there'll be a spot available. So either way, I'm going to get at least 2 shifts on design before Sandra if I want. If she skips over, she's going to value me here. So it's definitely more advantageous to train in administration right now. And I need to do that at least 3 times, and I do not have any books. So I will spend all 3 of my actions. 1, 2, 3. I could spend 1 more to get certified. So I spent 2 plus a bank shift to do 3 actions. I got certified in administration, which gives me 2 points. It's going to be my 3rd certification. So we move up here. And let's go ahead and get 2 bank shifts for this one. Because when I come here next turn, I'm going to get only 2 shifts, but I need to train 3 times. I don't have space for an extra design unless I open up my board. So I'll take the 2 bank shifts there. Now I've only worked 3 shifts, so I could spend 1 more bank shift to work in this department or any other department. And I think I will. So I'm going to spend bank shift to take a speed charger, and we're going to put it on 5. So from now on, when we come to administration, we get to do 3 action or plus 1 actions. I think that will be good. We also unlock a space on our board for getting certified administration, and that is it's the 5th speech bubble slot. So we can talk 5 times at a meeting if we earn enough bubbles. Okay, that was us. Hopefully that all was kosher. And let's discard these. There is no recycling this round, so we'll just go right to the next round. And we've got a reshuffle. So we need to go ahead and shuffle these. So, oh, here we go. The reshuffle card did come out because it was at the bottom. It's always at the bottom for the first thing, but then now once we shuffle, it can be anywhere. So just go ahead and mix these all up. Draw a third one. Okay. Lacerda's up first. He's going to take the top one, which is logistics. He's loving logistics this game. Okay. Sandra's coming down here to 3. Turczi then is going to administration. And now I can decide. Do I want to go to design and hopefully prevent Sandra from docking me points? I would lose 3 points right now. Actually, I wouldn't lose any points because I've got enough designs. You have to have 3 designs. I've got 4. So as long as I don't go and spend them all, which is the thing I was doing. I was like, oh, I'll go R&D and just upgrade designs. That would spend them all. And then she would dock me. So maybe I do designs next. I guess I could go assembly. Let's get some cars out there. Okay, this is a good time to do assembly because I am the top of the thing, so I will choose first. Meaning I can push out cars right now, and then I will be the first to act to go grab those cars. They can't get in the way of stealing those, unless one of them goes to the 2 spot, which is possible. We'll see. That is possible. So I'm going to go ahead and go to assembly. All right, let's push out the cars we want. So we would like a black car, and we would like a Cybertruck here. The only problem is that is not going to be possible. To get a black car out right now would take 1, 2, 3 actions at minimum. And it wouldn't push out a Cybertruck at the same time. So that's another 2 actions to get a Cybertruck out. I could Cybertruck first, then black, 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 and that would put out both, but is that 4 actions? 1, 2, no, that would still be 5. All right, so let's go with the black and blue. That'll give us a in-demand car. And if we look at the black cars, they do not care what parts you push out. So I can go ahead and put a battery in one. And that is going to, I'm just going to get cars out. I don't care about the more points. So the blue car is going to come out along this path. Let me fill it in with a new one. That will give us 1 point. And it's an in-demand, so we take a speech bubble. And then that is going to drive here behind the pace car. Okay, so that's our first action. Our second action, then, we need to put another something in a black car. So we'll go ahead and put the drivetrain out there. And that's going to actually put out another blue car. So another 1 point and another speech bubble. So we've got all our 5 speech bubbles to speak this time. Okay. And that's going to run over there. Okay. 2 blue cars. I only take one of them, and it wasn't one I wanted to take. That's a bummer. Okay, and now we can actually push out the black car that we wanted. But we don't have a third part unless we do recycling. We could easily do recycling. Or I could just push out a blue car, which would push the black car forward, which I think I'll do. So let's go ahead and take the drivetrain, put it in the blue car. Oh no, the blue car has to have a battery. So let's do that. Sure, whatever. So that's gonna do this. So we get 1 more point. So we got 3 points in cars, and we got 3 speech bubbles. This one we can't actually have a space for, so it just goes to the side of our board and we'll fill in after the meeting. And that black car will drive over here. Now I've only got 1 extra, or I could spend a shift to train up here. But I don't think I want to, because the meeting's going to happen soon and I want at least 3 bank shifts to talk here. So let's not worry about that. And now that I look at it, having 2 batteries is not the worst thing, but I'm going to spend it. I'm not going to have any batteries. That's good. That's good. I think we're good. So let's save our bank shifts. We got our 3. We're done. Go to sleep. Okay. Lacerda is here. Remember, he puts out a Kanban card. He orients it so the double is always on the correct side, and then it's Sounder's at the bottom, so he slides it down, then fills it in. We're going to get some automated steering here. We're going to get a drivetrain and 2 bodies. He is going to train in here and get certified. Let's take care of that first because I don't want to forget. So down here, black is going to move up to there. He's not the first, so we don't have to give him any points, which is good. And then he's going to take all of the auto steering and then just keep 1 of those. He is certified, so he takes a second part and he looks at Turczi's thing and says, okay, I want your part too. So he gets electronics. So they have 3 of their 6 endgame points. If they ever get a 7th, they just get rid of the weakest one. So right now these 3 are all worth 0 points. So they would discard one of those and keep the higher value one. Okay, Turczi got his training. He got his common card. He got his 2 parts. I think his turn is over. Sandra's going to come here. She's going to evaluate me. And she's going to say, how many designs do you have? And I said, Sandra, I got 4 designs, man. I've been working hard in design. And she's like, that's great. And so all she's going to do is take these 4 and put them at the bottom of the deck. And then reslide everything here. Okay, so that is hers done. Now we go to white. White is actually going to get, Turczi's going to get his first certification in administration. And so that's going to move him up to here. He's not the first, so he does not get the 2 points. And then he's going to train where Sandra is, which is here, so they're going up there. All right, they're both itching to get certified in design. I should probably go get that certification soon if I don't want to avoid them getting 2 points, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right, that's the end of the round. We'll do some discarding. And then they want to do a recycle. Electronics and motors, both those parts are out there, so nothing will happen. Okay, I am now allowed to pick, so my plan was to come here and get some cars. Well, I gotta see, oh, they do have R&D available. That's a problem. Because if Turczi goes and he gets top, he could take it. Now, Lacerda's going to pick first, so his options are going to be those 2. But if he leaves R&D, then it's 50-50. So I think it's like a 1 in 3 chance that he goes before me. Now, if Turczi does go to R&D, his mode up there is to take the highest value car, which would be the black car, and it would screw me. So I think I have to go on the 2 and just use bank shifts to do everything I want. That is a bummer. Okay, I'm not happy about it. But yeah, I can't risk it. I can't risk it. Oh, now Turczi, well, Turczi going 3, and I don't care about that. He might take the 2 blue cars. Dang it, I did all this hard work to put out cars, and they're going to take them from me. Okay, so Turczi's going. He wants to go to, Lacerda's going. He wants to go to the bottom, which is assembly. Okay, so he's going there. He might pump out some more cars for us. That'll be good. He would pump out some Cybertrucks. Or no, Sandra's going here. He's going to pump out red, which will push Cybertrucks out. Okay, not horrible. And then Sandra is going to come down here. So we're triggering a meeting at the end of this round. And then Turczi is going to the top one, which is R&D, which was what we were afraid of. So we did the right thing. But he's going to go here and go, oh, somebody's already there. So he's actually going to come down, and they're both going to pump out cars. Okay, we'll see what happens there. And one thing I didn't do is during the end of my turn, black cars are no longer in demand. And so we take this one. It's now Cybertrucks that are in demand. 2 of them. And then we shuffle these guys up. Okay. So I get to act first. I'm not really worried about training because Turczi's far behind, so let's not worry about that. But we only have 2 actions. You know what? I just realized that black car, because we pumped it out third, takes 2 actions to get it. I think we have to take it. And even if we take a blue car first, the black car would still cost 2. I'd rather upgrade some parts. Dang it. All right, well, maybe we did this wrong. But let's go ahead and do it. So right now, batteries, if I look at let's go down to my board. If I take a black car with one of these, I could upgrade the other one because I have a battery and there's a battery in recycling. So which of these 2 is more valuable to have? If we look up on the board, right now, batteries are more valuable. So let's go ahead and use this one, the one for the motor, to take the black car. So we're going to turn this one in to the bottom of the stack and grab the black car. And then we need to put it in our garage, but that forces the pace car to move 1 step. And that took 2 of our 2 actions. So anything else we want to spend big shifts for. Down at my board, where do we want to put this car? There are no scoring objectives out right now for specific garages. So let's say, I don't know. We're going to end up spending a lot of bank shifts here to get our 4 actions. So maybe we should get bank shifts back, or do we get training books? I want some training books. Where am I going to go next turn? To design? Probably back to design, which I need books for. So let's go get some books. We'll put the black car here. We'll get our 2 training manuals. Whoa! Okay. That was our first 2 actions. Now I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 more bank shifts to do 2 more actions. The first one is going to be upgrade the blue car's frame, and the second one will be to upgrade the black car's battery. So I've got a battery for that one, and then I need a frame, so I'll go ahead and trade in the drivetrain for a frame. Okay, so let's go back up to the main board, see where those slot in. The black car's battery, go anywhere here. Let's go ahead and let's get the bank shift for that. And then the blue car, that does move up batteries. I could use my double upgrade to get 4 points, but I think I'm going to save it. I'm not in jeopardy getting fired really right now, so I think we're okay. And so then the blue car, we're upgrading the frame. Oh, this one we might want to double upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and get a bank shift for that. And let's go ahead and do the double upgrade. Let's do it. So I'm turning in my double upgrade to move it 1 more time. And when you do that, you get the points. So I get 5 points right now. Okay, so that one is upgraded. We got our stuff. We just need to get the 4 points for upgrading these. So we're at 24. I think we're safe from being fired. And then if we look back on my board, we have these upgraded parts, but we actually have a black car. So this slots up here, and now this counts as a tested design. Now, we would have liked to go get a blue car while we were there, but I couldn't. I didn't have the ability to. I didn't have the design for it. So our plan now is going to go to design and just stock up on blue and black as much as we can, and then hopefully we can go then back to R&D to. We might have to get some parts first in logistics, then go back up to R&D to grab a blue car if it's still there, or one of the other cars. They might push out a Cybertruck because they're both here. All right, that is the end of my turn. I spent 2 actions getting a car, 2 bank shifts on upgrading parts. Okay, Turczi's time. He is in assembly, or not assembly, yeah, assembly, and he wants to provide. They don't have the right thing. Select a car part. So he wants to provide a auto steering here. And he would love to do it in the red car. And the red car needs frames, so he cannot. So he cycles up, and can he do a black car? Black car wants batteries. It already has a battery, so he can actually do that. So that works for him. And remember, Turczi wants to just push things out as fast as he can. So he's actually going to produce a black car. The black cars are not in demand, so they don't take a bubble off, but they do get 1 point, or take a point from me. Put this car there. All right, that was his turn. Oh, yeah, that's his full turn. He did get training here, okay. Then Lacerda's gonna go, he's gonna train here. He would love to put a drivetrain in this red car, and I said, sorry, the red car needs frames. So he's going to go up to this one. Nope, that one already has a drivetrain. So he's going to look at the blue car. The blue car has a battery, but it needs a frame, so he can't do that. So then he goes to the green car, and the green car can take anything. So he'll push out a green car. And he actually didn't create a car. And he's not certified in this department, so he doesn't do it twice. So all those cars I thought they were going to push out, they ended up not pushing. They pushed 1 black car out. Bummer. Okay, that's fine. He's done. All right, so Sandra, she's going to evaluate this department, and I'm not the lowest, so she doesn't care. She would want me to be certified in 3 departments, and I actually am. So I don't really care about this track anymore. I can never be evaluated in administration again. Or at least she'll judge me positively. All right, and her action here is going to be end of week scoring, which moves this along. And we're going to get points for every car in a garage. We get 1 point for an upgraded part that anybody has done. And then 1 point per car that we have got a trained thing in. So if we look at our black car, we've got 1 here. We've got 1 upgraded part here, and we have a tested part. It basically means if you did the upgrade, you get 2. If somebody else did it, you get 1. That's what it comes down to. They just score it differently. But so we get 2 points for this black car. And we don't have any other cars, so that's all the scores. And then Turczi and Lacerda are going to get 6 points for the test that they did. And those go out of the game. So they are down, we are down to 19. Okay, so then we evaluate, are we below 0 points? No, so we are not fired. We go to the next week. The game will end as soon as this marker is at 2 or 3, and the other marker is at 2 or 3. So one of them has to be at 3, the other one can be at 2. And the meetings happen anytime this pace car gets all the way around. And we've had Sandra moved it once, and I took 1 car. There's not been much movement on that track. So the likelihoods that we're going to have 3 meetings in this game have gone down significantly. More likely, we're just going to have 3 weekly scorings. So the points are going to be lower because you can usually get more points out of meetings, but that's fine, whatever. They also get more points during meetings, so that's that. Let's discard. We do have some recycling to do. They want to get rid of a frame or add a frame in exchange for a motor, so they will do that. And it's kind of a bummer. We have a drivetrain right now, but there's a drivetrain in recycling, so we can't do anything with it. Okay, they are looking at logistics, design, and design. So somebody's definitely going to design this round, which is Bummer, because I want to design, but that means I could just beat them to it, because I am first to pick. I've got a bunch of books for it. That was the plan. And they're blocking that. Yeah, I think that's our plan. So we're going to go down to design. We'll take 3. Then Turczi will go. He is going to design. He'll take the other spot on there. And then Lacerda, he's going to try to go to design and fail and go to administration instead. Well, he's going to do a lot of training. And then Sandra will go up to there. Okay, Sandra goes first. She's going to evaluate no one because White's back, and then she's going to push the pace car. She's like, guys, I really want to have a meeting and push things along. Okay, and just one more thing. This one, you need 3 cars to achieve, and this one is 4 upgrade parts. I have 1 car and 3 parts, so did good any of those. Sandra's done. White's going to go. First, he's going to get a training, and he's actually going to certify first. That's a bummer. I wanted to certify first. So that's 2 points away from me. And he moves up to here. And then he takes based on Sandra. So that's these 2 parts. None of them at X, so they add it to their stack. And he's done. Okay, for me, I'm going to spend 2 books to go up 1, 2. And then I've got 3 actions. 1 action will be to get certified. And I don't get any points for that because I was second, but I do get to move up on this track. I don't really need another bubble. I mean, we've got 1 extra already, but it looks like we're getting a bubble no matter what. I don't think I need points. So let's take bank shift and a bubble for that one. All right. I've been certified in 4 things. That also unlocks our extra design slot, which is great. The only one we don't have is assembly, which would give us our 5th garage. Okay, then for I have 2 actions and I can buy 1 more with a shift I want. So let's go ahead and we'll take both the black cars, because I've already got a black car, so these are going to be nice. And then I'm going to pay a shift. Oh, that does give me 2 books. I'll pay a shift to do a 4th action, and well, I really just want this blue car. I wish I had this 4th Speedcharger, because if I took this, I would get another training manual. Bummer. Okay. We might as well hit. I'm looking at value because we just want to get a blue car. So it doesn't really matter. And so I'd like to leave them with stuff that's not valuable. And electronics are the most valuable blue, but I'd like to pick one of these. I guess I'll do this to get the bank shift back. That was my 4 actions, so I can't do any more. Let's refill. Alrighty. So we've done that, and that's all our whole turn. Okay, then black goes here. He's going to train and get certified. So let's go ahead and move him up on that. No points for him because he was 3rd. But then he's going to train twice wherever Sandra is. And so he's going to go here and go 1, 2, because he's certified here. He goes 2 there. Now that means he was the first to get like a master's degree. I don't know he was the first to reach the end of the track. So he takes the bubble away, but he leaves the bonus. And for the bubble, they dock me a point. And then whoever gets the end of the track first, me or them, gets 3. So they take 3 away. However, if I can jump on top of him by the end of the game, it's worth 5 points to me because I'll be ahead, because I'll be on top. All right, that was that one. Okay. That's the end. Yep, that was the end of the round. So do some discarding. We have more recycling, but I need to shuffle their selection cards. Whoops. We're in an hour. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this game. Let me know if you played it before, what do you think of the Speedcharger add-on, if you use it or not. If you like the solo with the whole subtracting points. And you could just play this one where you get points and they get points. Start at 0, you know, they get their points and you see who has more. That's totally fine. It's your game. Do what you want. But yeah, I'm interested to know how many people like the firing part of it, because it can be pretty brutal. Okay, they want to trade a frame for battery, so let them do that. And then we pick these 3 cards. All right. Oh, we've got a shuffle. So that goes here. We'll shuffle. I think we shuffle now, once we do the whole thing. I think we might shuffle at the end of the round, but I don't want to forget. Okay. Deck shuffled, and Sandra moves down to here, where she will evaluate me, but I'm only going to lose 2 points at the moment. Not a horrible thing. Turczi wants to go to the assembly. Oh, but he can't, so he's going to come down here to logistics. Okay, for me, I would love to come down to administration, but he's blocked me again. Seems to always do that. I could go right back up to R&D. I wish I had the Speedcharger first, because I could get a free upgrade without a part. I've only got a drivetrain, which upgrades my black car, and a universal, which can upgrade another thing. And then I could take a Tesla if someone would freaking put a Tesla truck on the road. Like, man, we ordered these things years ago, and they still haven't even come out. These Cybertrucks. Yeah, I think I need to come here first and get some more parts. So let's do that, and then Lacerda. Not that one. Just this one, top. Okay, and he was going to try and go there as well. So he's actually going to go design. Dang it. Okay, it's fine. We're doing great. We haven't been fired yet. We're a weekend. Sandra takes me out. She says, "Oh, wait, what's the requirement? 3 cars. We only have 1 car, so she hates us. And so we lose 1 point plus 1 is 2. Okay, and then she clears out all these points. Okay. Then Turczi is going to select a part and take it out. So he doesn't do a Kanban card up here. He just takes parts. And he actually is going to take all the frames. Dang it. Keeps 1, throws 2 away. And that's his turn. He will train there first. Don't forget that. For me, I definitely need to put a Kanban card out because there's none out there. And I have the options of batteries or frames. I think I want frames because there is a battery in recycling. So I want to put frames down. Now I push it up, and I push it down. If I do it down, I'll get 2 here, 2 here. But I think I'm only going to take 1. No, I might take 2. So I can do this once. Those are my 3 actions. Yeah, I'm only going to take 1 set of parts, maybe. I don't know. What do I need? Oh, I need 2 pinks. Okay, we're going to do it this way. So we add a battery on the top. We're going to add a drivetrain on the bottom and 2 frames. Okay, so that was our Kanban card. We discard it and draw a new one, which is automated steering happy. And then we get a bank shift for doing that action. Well, and that was 1 action. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a universal part since I am certified there. So take that as my second. Then my 3rd action will be to take frames, and I'll spend a bank shift to take drive shafts as well. So we'll go ahead and stick those on here. Should have plenty of room. Sandra will be so impressed. All the parts that I have. We are going to have a meeting very soon. So it might have been good to have a battery or electronics, but oh, I can always trade. You can always trade one per turn. So as my free trade, I'm gonna put out one of these frames and take electronics. That's my free trade. Take that. Okay. That's my turn. Now we go to Lacerda. He wants to get designs based on Sandra, so she's in the second slot. He takes these two, and he is certified now, so he takes the top in the middle. None of these have X. Oh, the red car has an X, so that's 2 points. Oh, I'm getting down low. That one goes to the central stack. These go under their stack. Oh, gosh darn, I was on the wrong thing. All right, they took these two. There was a red one with an X. I gave them 2 points for that. Put their two below their stack here. And then that is another certification for him, which is his fourth. Yeah, that's his fourth certification. So he's going to go first in the meeting, unless we can get certified in manufacturing. Okay, or assembly, whatever, same thing. That's his whole turn though, right? Yes, he's done. We go to the next round. Oh, this is a problem. Sandra says, hey, I really want to evaluate you guys in parts, but you're all here, so I'm going to move down and do designs. Okay, that's all right, because we have enough designs. Although I was about to just spend them all again. Oh, well, it's not my choice. It's White's choice first, and we didn't discard all this crap. There was no recycling, so we'll just go right into it. White picks, Turczi picks. He wants the top, so he's going to R&D. And he's going to take that black car. Dang it! And then me. So maybe I just go to administration then, since that black car is going to be gone. I mean, upgrading these parts, there's going to be a meeting, but I think I can get him next turn. Because I don't think Lacerda's going there. Yeah, he's not going to there, so unless he gets it before me. Oh, I don't know. Let's do administration. That will be good for us. Because I can use my books up here and get another speed charger to talk about in the meeting. Okay, that's my plan. And then Lacerda, he's going to the bottom one, assembly. Okay, that could be all right. Might work out in our favor because Sandra's down low. He's going to push Cybertrucks. I think, oh yeah, he is. Okay, do it. Turczi, go. First thing he's going to do is get a training. Then he's going to upgrade the black car with some automated steering. And take away that space. Move automated steering up to 2. Oh no, we're losing points quickly. And then he's going to take the most valuable car, which is the black one. That's their first car. But that does push the pace car here up to the stripes, so we'll have a meeting. We move that over to remember. And that is his whole turn. Okay. For Lacerda. Oh man, that's his 5th certification. So he's talking first for the rest of the game. And that is the first certification there, so I lose 2 more points. Ah! And he's going to first put a battery into the Cybertruck. And again, he wants to push to the middle. Green car comes out for 2 points. And lines up behind. Then he does a second, which is a motor. And he does it in the same part if he can. Oh, the Cybertruck didn't need batteries. Hold on. Go back, Cybertruck. Give me only 2 points back. Okay. He wanted to put out a battery, but the Cybertruck needs frames and electronics, so he can't do that. So then he moves down to the red car. Needs a frame, can't do that. Moves to the black car. Puts a green there. I don't want more. I guess the green's coming out anyway. So many black cars. Maybe we just go 5 black cars. All right, I ended up losing the 2 points anyway. All right, then his second one is a motor, which also can't go in the Tesla or the sports car. Black car, it cannot go in the black car either. The blue car, nope. So it's the green car. Push down another green car. For 2 points. Oh, we're at 1 point, guys. This is bad. This is bad. It's really bad. Okay. And that's his whole turn. Jeez. Okay. Well, remember I was saying it's okay when they go there because they don't earn a lot of points? That was a good turn for him. Sandra's going to evaluate me, but I have enough designs, so she just clears these out. I don't know what order they're supposed to be going. I think the top one's first, but oh well, doesn't matter. As long as I fill the top slots first. I know that's part of the rule. Okay, done. Now it goes to me in administration. So let's train. Yeah, let's get our 5th training. Well, it gives us 5 points, so it's not horrible. So I'm going to use my administration in assembly here. I'm going to spend 2 books. So you go 1, 2. And then I'll go spend one of my 3 actions because I get +1 because of my speed charger to take the 3rd. So no points for it, but I do get my certification, so that will move up to take 5 points. Does mean I'm going to speak last if we get to a 3rd meeting, but the odds that we have a 3rd meeting are quite low this game. That unlocks my 5th garage on my board. Okay. That was great. We have 2 actions left, and we could buy one if we want. Let's, with the 2 actions left, do I push out another car? It gets rid of a blue car, because you take the front one out and put the other one in. But I've already decided to work in this department, so I can only work here or here. I want a speed charger, and you can only take one of those. Oh, you know what? They both got certified, so 2 of these are just out of the game. So I better get one. Let's get a speed charger. And we could put it in 3, which is we get 2 bank shifts when we Kanban. Or we could put it in 2 or 4, which is for the end game. Oh, we want it in 1. That's the least beneficial for endgame points, but it's the best for these designs. Although I've got all the parts I need. So maybe it's better with design so we can get this one and get... No, we don't really need manuals anymore. We're pretty trained up. So yeah, let's put it in 1. So 1 says anytime we upgrade a part, we can 1 time provide it from the supply. Okay. So we spent 2 books, we did 1, we did 2, I have 1 action left. And I think that will be, I could like push out a blue car, which would give me 1 point and a speech bubble. I don't really need the speech bubble. And I'd like to keep my parts. So I think it's just gonna be upgrading, or doing 1 more time here. And then I won't spend the 4th one. We'll keep the bank shifts. You know what I could do? I could just bank the shift and not do it. Let's do that. I might regret it, but let's get the bank shift. Okay. Cool, done there. And so now we go into our meeting. So we have Lacerda, who is always going to get 1, or he's going to get bubbles equal to the meeting number. This is our first meeting, so he gets 1. Turczi is going to get 3. All right. Now it's weird that they aligned their the bot like this with the white guy, Turczi over here and Lacerda over here, because Turczi does the meeting from right to left and Lacerda does from left to right. So we just have to remember to do that. And now we're going to go in order of speech. Now I want to make sure, yeah, I know that me and Lacerda both have 5. How many does Turczi have? I see 1, 2. Yeah, 2. So we are correct on our order. So Lacerda goes first, and he's just going to take the first slot available, and he's going to get the maximum points for that. So that's 8 points. So we are negative right now, -2. We've got to do a little better. If we end of this meeting without, I could zoom out to show you points, but trust me, we're at -2. If we end this meeting with negative score, we are fired. So I know that Lacerda's done meeting, and so I need to, if when Turczi goes right to left, if I have them, I should block them. Now he's only going to get 2 points for this one, so I'm totally fine with that. He would get 4 points for this. Now I don't satisfy it, but I think I'm going to talk about it anyway. Yep, I'm going to talk about it anyway. I'm going to waste a bubble. You can do this. You can just talk your butt off. And Sandra's like, I see nothing beneficial in your speech, and she gives you no points. So that's what I'm talking about. Then Turczi's going to go and speak about this. Now he always takes the top slot, but gets just the points. He doesn't get the full rewards. So we're now at -4 points. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about banked shifts. And that is going to be worth 6 points to me because I have 3 bank shifts. So I get 6. So that puts us up to +2. Then Turczi's going to speak. And remember, he's already talked about this one. So he's going to come here, and that's already blocked. So he'll skip it, come to this one, and just get 2 points for there. Oh, no. I'm at 0. Sorry, I gave myself 2 points. I should lose points. So I'm right at 0 right now. Now, if I let Turczi speak about this last one, he's going to get 4. So I think I have to block him there. Again, I have no upgraded motor. Nobody has upgraded a motor. I don't know how Lacerda talked about upgraded motors because nobody's done it. But anyway, I talked about it. I get 0 points. And I hope that's I'm pretty sure you can talk about something that you don't satisfy. It's just a blocking maneuver. And now Turczi has spoken about everything he can, so he will not use his last bubble. I still have 2 more. I must speak about something in my garage, or my thing. I could speak about having a motor, because that would be 2 points. Or I could just save a bubble and not speak. But let's talk about, let's go to my options here. I have a Speedcharger in slot 5, so that's 4 points. I have no green cars, so that's 0. I am certified here, so that's 4. Or universal parts, I've got 4 there. So it's best to talk about something you're never going to get better at. So let's just go ahead and talk about this one. So we just throw that in there. We talk about it. We get 4 points. And look, we're not fired. I'm just going to save my other bubble. It's not worth using on 2 points right now since I'm not getting fired. Okay, that's the end of the meeting. So the meeting goes back over here. That marker goes up. And we kind of clear out some stuff. So all these generics go back to supply. All these go back to my personal supply, but not on my board. I have to earn them again. Then all of these get discarded. And now I add 2 more out of my hand. And it's critical where you put them. I gotta look, because it might be that you had 2 and mix 2 in from the thing and then shuffle them, but I want to look at that. After meeting, you must play 2 of your cards, add 2 randomly, shuffle them, and lay out randomly. Dang it. Because I was like, well, I can just put this 2-pointer here, and Lacerda would get it. But I definitely want to throw in a 2, so that it's only 6 points to him or 2 points to the other. It's a much lower card. And then this one is only 4 points to either one of them. So these are the lowest I can give them. But I satisfy both for the max. And then we're going to add 2 randos from here. And we're going to mix them together. And lay them out. All right, so talking about universal parts, talking about a Speedcharger in 4, which I do not have, certification there, which I do, and 3 certifications for 9 points. Woo! I'm so glad that came out here because Lacerda will talk here first and take the 6, but then I can go over here and get the 9 and then come back here, you have 4 and 4. So I think the next meeting will be a positive one for us. I then also get 3 new cards to replace my hand. We've got talking about upgraded navigation, cars in Garage 4 and 5, and upgraded frames, which we have quite a few of those. So that's probably one we'll talk about. Okay. That is the end of the meeting. We'll go ahead and discard these. No recycling to do. They are going to go either into logistics, administration, or design, and they are both first to pick. That's the one bad thing about going to administration is you are last to pick. You have no influence on where they go. So let's see what they do. Turczi's picking first. He wants the top. He's going to logistics. Lacerda goes next. He wants the bottom. He's going into design. Sandra is going to come in here. We're going to have an end of week meeting. So I need to get as many cars or upgrades as I can. So let's go ahead. I thought I was going to get a bunch of blue cars. Oh well, we're going up here to R&D. Okay, so R and D. Remember, we get to upgrade one thing for free. I think I want to grab a blue car because the drivetrain is not very, it doesn't give me a lot of points. So I'm going to go ahead and spend this to get the blue car. So that goes to the bottom. The blue car comes to me. Since it was in front, it only costs 1. It does push the pace car. Okay, and what garage do we want to put that in? I have all 5 open now. So 2 bank shifts, 2 universal parts, a speech bubble, or 2, you pick 2 different things. I'm going to go to garage 5 since that is, and then we got to talk about it, right? Oh no, that was in our personal, which we probably won't talk about, but that's okay. I'm going to take a training manual and do I think I'm going to have a problem with speech bubbles? I could. Yeah, that might come up fast. Let's go take a speech bubble. Or no, we've got 2 that we're sitting here, so we automatically get 2. So maybe I don't need a speech bubble. Let's get... We aren't going to be able to talk about all 3 of those because Lacerda's going to take that one first. That was kind of a bummer that that one did that. So... I think I am going to take the speech bubble because I think the meeting is going to trigger the end of the game and then we'll go right into final scoring. And I want to have enough speeches to talk about the meeting and the final scoring. So let's get the speech bubble. All right, so put it in garage 5. We got our upgrades. That was 1 action. We've got 2 more plus a makeshift. I will definitely be using it. So let's just go and spend it. And we've got 3 actions. I can't take a blue or a green car. So we will go ahead and, oh, you know what? I'm not spending the makeshift because I only got 2 things I can even do. Okay. Oh, this does become tested. Cool. So let's just go ahead and upgrade both these black parts. Remember, one of them comes from supply. So we'll go ahead and, do a frame from supply. And the black part, there's no bonuses at all for that anymore. That does put this up to 6, which is good if they ever upgrade a frame again. No, I think they still get the 6 points. So maybe that wasn't good. But it means all my frames are now going to be really nice. And that goes on my black car immediately for 2 points. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and upgrade the black car's drivetrain. So I need to provide the part for that. And that's going to move up that there. Okay. Cool. So we've got 3 upgraded parts on the black. I've done 3 out of the 4 up there. That's nice. I would still love to get a Cybertruck at some point. Otherwise, I think we're just going to go with blue, black, and silver cars. Nothing else is really worth it. The red car has only been upgraded once. The green car has not been upgraded at all. Even though there's 2 cars out there, I'll let them, they can have those cars. They're welcome to take the green cars. Okay, that's my turn. So because I did, well, you know what? I'm going to spend the bank shift after all to do a training. And then I'm going to spend my, oh, I just got this training manual, didn't I? Yeah, I just got the training manual, so I can't spend it. That's fine. We'll just go up to the spot and hopefully we get it to the end by the end of the game to get the 5 points there. And whatever, I wanted what that was, but not going to be able to. Okay, that's my turn. Let's do Turczi's turn. He's here. He's going to take a pink part. There are none, and I think he just cycles until he gets something. So he would just take this part. There you have 5 parts, like 1 of each right now. So that's good that most of the parts are at the crappy end right now. Make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. No, I didn't move up this one, right? Has anybody upgraded that? No, that's where it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm just surprised that all the parts are that lower. They have not played an upgrade game. I've kept them out of R&D, which is good. They have 1 car and not very many upgrades. So that's great. So he got his one. Oh, he would get a training as well. Got his part and he's done. Black comes here, gets a training. Then Sandra is on 5, so he's going to take these 2 plus this one. Oh, each of these is 2 points for them, so that was a 6-point play at the end of the game. So many parts. I don't know if you can tell how tall that stack is, but there's at least 10, so there's at least 20 there. And that's his turn. To slide these over. I don't know if I've ever seen the game like run out of designs. There's just none left. In a 4-player game, that's common, but in this game, it means I'm not playing very well. They've done a lot more designing and less upgrading, which we'll see how that works at the end. All right, then Sounder here is going to have our second weekly meeting. Now I got these done just in time, so my black car is going to be worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 points for me, puts me up to 13. My blue car is going to be worth 1, 2, 3, puts me up at 16. So those cars were pretty valuable. Okay, great. And they are just going to get 2 points for this design. We got to 14, throw it over there. That was the meeting. All right, or the weekly scoring, whatever. So we've had 1 meeting, 2 weeks in. We'll probably have 1 more week and 1 more meeting and we'll be done. Discard, recycling. They want to trade out auto steering with auto steering. Nothing happens. All right, I get to pick first. It looks like they really want to go to admin and design. Admin's just going to be a ton of training for them. And it also means I'm going to go first. I need to get designs, and I'm okay on parts because I can provide 1 for free, and then I can also do some trading to recycle center. Plus I've got 2 universals, so I don't think I ever need parts again. And pushing out cars, that Cybertruck is in demand. But it's going to put it at the back of the car. And would it be the most valuable at that point? It would be the most valuable car of them. So Lacerda right now is taking the front car, which is the blue one, but Turczi would take the Cybertruck if I put it out there. Now, there is a possibility that, no, I don't think they can ever go up there. I think I'm good. Should we pump out a car? Yeah, we're going to do it. We are going to do it. All right, let's do it. I said I wouldn't, but we're going to. Okay. Turczi, you are going to the top, which is admin. Lacerda, you are going to the bottom, which is design, but you are already at design, so you go to admin. They're going to do a ton of training. And she's going up here. Okay. Oh, that's going to push the game along, so we're getting closer to our second meeting already. So Sandra, she doesn't evaluate me. She pushes the pace car. Okay. She's done. Me, I need to provide 2 parts to get this Cybertruck out of here. So what parts do I need? They're designed here to get the blue car, but I think it's going to be gone by the time I get there. I've got the design for the... Oh, maybe I should have got designs first. Oh, that was probably a mistake. Yeah, and he was sitting on the 3 design space. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Because I'll go up here, but I have 1 action to upgrade or to learn, and 1. Oh, I guess it'd be 2 to get the Cybertruck because it's in, or 3 to get the Cybertruck because it's in the back. Okay, no, that's probably all right. That's fine. It's just not going to be the most efficient thing to do. So let's put in, at that point, it doesn't matter what parts. So I'm not talking about any of these. And none of these really showing up. So I'm going to put in a drivetrain and a frame. Oh, wait, what does the blue car need? Oh, the Cybertruck needs, sorry. It needs a frame and electronics. Oh, I'm going to have to put in electronics. What does a red car need? Frame. Okay, fine. So I'll just put in frame and electronics into the Cybertruck. So boop, 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 and then boop, 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 boop. All that for 1 measly freaking point. That's why I usually don't go to this. And then I will go ahead. That was 2 actions. 3rd action will be to train. 4th action, or I'm not going to spend a thing, but I'll spend my book to go up to the top. So I'm the first here. So I get the speech bubble, which is my 5th. Then I get this, which is 2 victory points. And then I'm the first one there, so I get 3 more. So I'm up to 20. All right, it's better than the -4 that we were at the start of last meeting, so that's good. Action complete. And that's good. Okay, so we go down to Turczi here. He's going to train once here and 1 where Sandra is, so he's certified here now. Moves him up to there. And that's his turn. Now, Turczi's going to train 1 here and 2 where Sandra is, and he's at the max, so he doesn't do anything. Yes! I love when that happens. Anything that can screw them over, because they screw me over all the time. Okay. We have no recycling to do, so we'll just discard a bunch of stuff, put some new cards out. Oh, look, the recycle came out. It's funny that it made its way to the bottom. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, Sandra's coming here, where she's gonna love me because I have so many cars and I have so many. I'm master of everything, certified. I'm going to R&D. Turczi is going to the top, which it would be admin, but he's gonna come up here. Oh, you freaking kidding me! Are you kidding me? I didn't think about... I was like, R&D is here. He's not going to take it. He's going to take the top or bottom. But I didn't even think that... We lost the Cybertruck. That sucks. Sucks so much. I spent all that. I spent a whole freaking action just getting a Cybertruck. Man, it was like a waste. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Nothing I can do. I should have mathed it out and figured out that was a good possibility. Lacerda, bottom, assembly. Oh, we are all up at the top here, all 4 of us. All right, let's do it. Lacerda, Turczi, he first trains and gets certified here. Then he's going to upgrade this blue car with an engine. And move the engine up for 2 points. Stick this in their finished pile. And he's going to take the most valuable car. That is the Cybertruck, right? Of the three there. Wish there was a thing that told me. Final scoring. City car, which is the green one, is 2. The SUV, which is the blue, is worth 3. So yeah, it's this order. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, okay. So of the 3 cars that are, or the 4 cars that are here, this one is the most valuable. So he takes Cybertruck. Moves this guy around. Now my action is completely wasted. Completely wasted. Oh my gosh. There's no car I can even get. And all I can do, and I can't upgrade any parts, so all I'm going to do is train once and then bank a bunch of shifts. Oh, that was so bad. How could I... Jeez Louise. Okay, well, that's what we get. So, it's my turn. One of my actions will be to train. I don't get the 3 points for being first. I do get this guy, which is a bank shift. And literally I have nothing else to do with my 2 other shifts. Can't upgrade a part, can't take a car. So I get 2 shifts. That was so bad. That's the losing move right there. All right, Sandra comes here. She doesn't evaluate. She just clears all these parts out. Have you guys made a blunder that big in this game and survived? Okay. Lacerda, he's going to train. Hopefully he doesn't train one more time here. And he wants to push out, let's see, he's got a drivetrain. Now this can only go in green or black cars. Now he'd like to put it in a blue car, but can't, so he puts it in a green car, which does push out a black car. Oh, you know what? I made a Cybertruck. Boop. Good. Okay. I did get something out of making that Cybertruck. They're going to get 2 points. And put this green car here. And then... Oh, and I don't even get this bubble because I didn't get my 3rd thing. Oh, I do have this one. I've got this bubble. So I've got 4 upgrades. Now he's going to try and put out a battery, because that's what Turczi has. The battery can go in green, blue, or black. I remember blue was the one he wanted to first, so it's going in there. And he pushes down to the middle, so green comes out again. Oh no, wait, hold on. He pushes this one, yeah. Green comes out. 2 points again. It's not in demand. And it goes here. Now that's the 5th car, so this blue one actually gets removed. Back in the garage, and they all move up. Okay. There is a black car there. Black cars are pretty valuable, right? All these parts here. And I will do one more like look through and make sure every part is at the right spot. It looks like it. Frames are should be 5, but I did a double, so that's why they're at 6. That's 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, they're on the right spot. So the black car and the blue car are still quite valuable. Cybertruck's good too for me, but screwed the pooch that one. Okay, he's done here, and we go to the next round. Recycling a motor for that. Neither of them up there, so they know recycling. They want to do R&D, design, or R&D. It's like, oh, Turczi can't stay in R&D though, so. Cool, that's not bad. Although if they take, no, I gotta go next. I go wherever I want. Okay. Well, let's do him first. So Turczi is going for the top R&D. Can't goes here. I don't need parts. I don't need bubbles. I need designs. Designs are critical right now. Let's go to design. I might be able to steal this one so I can use it to get that black car. And then I'll just try and upgrade the blue and maybe the silver. I mean, maybe a Cybertruck comes out again. I don't know. Sandra's coming here. And then, oh, I'm going to get evaluated here. Dang it. That's all right. I'm only going to lose 1 point. Turczi wants to go to the bottom, which is R&D. Okay, Turczi goes first. He's going to upgrade 2 of these. So the first one will be a green in the Cybertruck, a battery. So that's going to be worth 4 points to him. I'm down to 10. And then they're going to do automatic navigation in the red car, which is going to be worth 3 points to them. Okay, that's his 2 things. Then he's going to take the car in front, which is a green car, and then push the pace car space. So we will be having a meeting at the end of this round. Okay, what next? That's his turn done. He couldn't train there because it's already max. White is going to come here and get certified in there. 1 more certification and they all speak before me, so I don't want that to happen. Which one is he not? Does White have all of them? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, that was his 5th. Okay. They're both speaking before me. Is what the sacrifice I made to speak 5. I'm going to lose these 9 freaking points. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't believe we are all 5 certified. That is crazy. Okay, so he got his training. Then he is just going to take a part. There are no parts, so he doesn't do anything. Lay down, mister. All right, Sandra will evaluate me. I don't have enough parts. I only have 2. She wants 3, so I lose a point. And then she would clear out. There's nothing there. Okay, for me, for designs. I want the... I'm last to pick. But he will not come. He's going to move out. Well, White could go up, and then he would steal a black car again. And we just shuffled. No, both R&Ds are here. There's 2 R&Ds, and they're both here, right here. So they will not do R&D, unless for some reason they get bumped. So I think I'm okay to take this black one. That does give me a training manual. And then the blue one is worthless because there's no blue cars to pick. I could get a green car. Green's just worth nothing right now. It'd be worth the 2 points. Not worth it. I just gotta hope we can get a Cybertruck out before the end of the game. Yep, we're gonna try it. Taking those 2. I do get a bank shift for that. And that was 3 things. So I could spend a bank shift to go up on training. That's not gonna give me the end. And I can't spend my manual because I just got it this turn. But it would put me ahead of him. So let's do that. We'll do this just in case he doesn't train here. I would be, maybe if only you get to the end. But I thought it was whoever's the furthest gets to 5. We'll see. So we will do that. Okay, that's the end of that. Let's move these. Okay, let's hope this works. Are we really going to go try and push out another freaking Cybertruck just for them to steal it again? I don't know. I have no idea. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? We're at the end of the round. Oh, we do have a meeting. Let's have our meeting first here. So we'll give Lacerda 2 speech bubbles. We'll give Turczi his 3 speech bubbles. And I have 5. Okay, and they both speak before me, so Lacerda's gonna go here and get 6. That puts me at 0. Turczi's gonna go here. Luckily he only gets 3, not 9. I put -3. All right. I don't qualify for this one. If I take it and get 0 just to block him, then he's just gonna take this one. So I need to go ahead and get this one for 4. Yep, I have to. Yeah. Okay. So I'm back up to +1. Then we go back to Lacerda. He's going to take this one for 4. I'm back to -3. Hopefully we survive this. Then it is Turczi again, and he's going to go here and get 2 points. So I'm at -5. And he's done speaking. Lacerda's done speaking. So that's all theirs. I've got 4 more bubbles left. I will definitely talk about being certified in 3 areas, but I don't, or 2 areas, I guess. So that's 6 for me. Puts me back to +1. I will definitely talk about my... Are we going to have time before endgame? Yeah, we're going to have 2 more turns, likely. 2 or 1 more turn. I have 2 speech bubbles left over. 1 to go here, 1 to go there. So that's 15 points. I don't think I'm going to get that one. So I'll need to save 2. So I can spend all of these. So this one will go here for 2 points. I got to scrape them whenever I can. And then what will I speak of? I want to talk about my car. I've got, let's go to my board here. I've got 1 car in garage 4 or 5, so that's 4. I've got no green cars. I've got 3 upgrades here. Yeah, this is definitely the one I'm talking about. So I put my speech bubble there for 8. Puts me back up to 11. Okay, that was a saving card right there. And there's nothing else I can speak on, so the last bubble's not used. Let's do our end of round stuff. I'll trade my 2 white ones in here for blue. All right. And then discard all of these. Move this back to here. So the next thing that happens will be the end of the game, which will likely be when Sander gets to here and we do the weekly scoring. These are out. All right, I need to put 2 things in. It does not matter because the odds that we have another meeting, we'd have to have 4 cars taken. And there's only 3 there. So let's throw up cars in garage 4 and 5. And let's throw in upgraded, whatever, upgraded navigation. Then I do 2 randos. Shuffle them up. I don't really care. We've got upgraded batteries. I've got 1 of those. Upgraded navigation. Cars in 4 and 5. Car and garages 1 and 2. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that the next meeting is not happening because I have 1 of those even anywhere we can score. And I'm not going to worry about the cards I drew because unless we have a meeting. All right, that's the end of the round. So they're going to pick their spots. Please be nice to me. Lacerda, you are going to admin. He's gonna just train the heck out of everything. That's fine. Actually, no. Oh, yeah, that's okay. It's not bad. And then Turczi is going to assembly. Interesting, because that's where I wanted to go. She's going here, where I will not be evaluated. That's good. I've got the designs anyway. Okay, so choices time. If I go to assembly, I'm after him. He might throw out, he's going to throw out Cybertrucks if he can. What's the part he's got? Drivetrains. So they don't want that. Motors. So he's not going to be putting Cybertrucks out. He won't be putting red trucks out either. He'll be doing 1 black, which will push out a blue car. And then he's going to put the motor in the green. No, the blue car. Yeah, no, the blue car will come. So he's pushing out 2 blue cars. Well, that sucks for me. I don't want any blue cars. So I do have to push out Cybertrucks. Okay. We're doing it. We're risking it again. Knowing that they're... Oh, sorry, that was me. Put them back. Put them back. Knowing that they can't go to... R&D on a card. The only way he gets R&D... No, he won't. He will never pick R&D because he's got so many slots open. He will never pick R&D because I'm going to pick it before him. We are saved, guys. We are going to do this. Okay. Question is going to be if I have enough parts to do it, but we'll try as hard as we can to do this. We only need to push out one Cybertruck, and it's sitting here ready to go. So let's do it. First, Turczi's going to go. And as we said, he's putting a pink, and pinks can only go in black or green. He wants to go in the Cybertruck. He can't do that. Can't do red, so it goes in the black car. He likes to push out as fast as possible, so a blue car comes out. Blue gives him 1 point, takes this bubble away, which I think gives him 1 point as well, and it's too late in the game to look it up, so I'm just giving him 2 points. Then, that's it, right? Yes. Okay. He's only going to push 1 out. I forgot he doesn't do 2. He should have trained as well, though. Oops. Okay, for me, end of his turn, this would have come out, which is now red cars, darn it. Well, we're pushing Cybertrucks, so it doesn't matter. I need to put 1 car in there. All I've got is drivetrains. Can the Cybertruck take a drivetrain? No, it cannot. However, oh no. I was going to say we could do recycling, but I've only got drivetrains and there's already a drivetrain there. So I'm going to have to use a universal part. It's going to suck for the end of the game, but I have to do it. Universal part to put in one of these. Wish I would take in the maybe the other Speedcharger, but we're just going to push this out. I'm not going to spend time here wasting away. I could have pushed out a red car. Hold on. Red car. No, I couldn't take it either. Okay. So anyway, this is worth 1 point to me. It comes out, goes behind the pace card. The green car is eliminated. You've been out too long. You are out of date. You are a 2022 model. Nobody wants you anymore. Okay. All right, he's done with his turn. That was only 1 action. I could just bank shifts. Bank shifts are points. Technically, there's a Cybertruck here. Bank shifts are points. And pushing out another truck does nothing to me. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm just going to bank the other 2 shifts. And I'm done. Sandra is going to evaluate here. Evaluates white, nothing. She's going to take all 4 of these designs. Put them here. I guess it does matter. Would already put them in at that point because there's like nothing left. Doesn't matter. Okay. Cool. That's Sandra done. Turczi here is going to train here, which gives him the certification. So he gets 1 point for the speech bubble. Gets 3 points for being first. And that's that. Then he's going to train twice where Sandra is. He can only train once, but that is also going to give him 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to 2 points. This is not where I was last game. Last game by this time I was in the 30s. So definitely a much different game every time you play, which is exciting. It's fun. Okay, and that's his turn. Okay, last turn of the game, guys. Here we go. We're not doing any recycling, even though I wish they would, because I've got drivetrains. Please no, please no, please no. Oh no, the shuffle goes there. And then it shuffles, and we don't need to because this is the last round of the game. Okay. Turczi picks first. He's going to the top one, which is design. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. He tries to go design, can't, goes here. I'm gonna lose some endgame points, but that's fine. At least I won't get fired. Then it's me. I'm going to R&D because we know that Lacerda will not go there because he's jealous of the 3 actions that I get. She comes down to her meeting, and I gotta shuffle this one more time. Lacerda goes to design, which gives him like 6 points. That's not great, but he's already trained there, so that's fine. Okay, me first. I've got 3 actions. First action will be to take the black car. That takes the black car. I will put it in that garage, that works, because then I get 2 extra things, which I can't use this turn, so I'm going to put them off to the side. Okay, so I get the black car, put it under there. That took 1 action because it was right behind the pace car. And we pushed the pace car up. Okay, second action will be to take the Cybertruck. The second and third action, I guess. Oh, I'm going to be only able to upgrade once. That sucks. Okay, yeah, because it's the third car, it'll take 2 actions. So we'll take the Cybertruck for those 2, and that discards this. That will go in Speech Bubble Land. Doesn't really matter, because I only can do a 3 endgame scoring. I mean, I guess this is better, because I can talk about... We're not going to talk about anything. Doesn't matter. Whatever. That instantly trains that to a tested design. Testa. And that will push this up 1. I've got my 3 cars, so I do that. Get the bubble anyway. Well, I've got 4 cars now. And then I can spend... You know what I should have done is spent the bank shift first, and then this would have given me 2. So it's all a wash. I end up with that 4th action that I knew I was going to spend anyway. Is it better to upgrade the battery or the drivetrain? They are equivalent. However, I have 2 drivetrains, so it's better to do that one. And I have the parts for it, so we'll upgrade the drivetrain on the Tesla. And that's a point for this extra books that I'm not going to be able to spend. That's fine. And that moves this up to 3. So I've made my Tesla and my concept cars, both my concept cars, worth more, which is great. Okay. And that's all my actions. I unfortunately can't do that last Cybertruck upgrade, which it's cost me 3 points. That's all right. Did I get my 2 points for upgrading that? I don't think I would, because I wasn't on 0. So 2 points for doing the upgrade. Okay, that is done. That is my full game. Oh, and you know what? That part was free. I didn't have to provide it because of my Speedcharger. So I did it from supply. Okay. Done with my game. Yep, my game's over. Let's see. He's max training, so doesn't train. He's going to take the 5th ones plus this. None of them had an X on them, so he's just going to take them all. Either way, they're worth 2 points. Doesn't matter. And then he's done. I could shift, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever, we'll do it. All right, we're down to the last 10 designs. Then white goes. White's going to go to the top here, and then train again where Sandra is. So he's done. Sandra does her meeting, her end of week scoring. Now my Tesla is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. My concept cars are each worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 14 altogether, 24. And my SUV is worth 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 28 after that meeting. They will turn in theirs for 6. Down to 22. All right, and that ends the game because we've had 3 end of weeks and 2 meetings. We are done. So now we do our scoring just like the normal game. So let's go ahead and bring out the back of the rule book. It's nice. They've got all final scoring on the back. Perfect. First, we can spend our tokens to mark these up. So I did have, I ended up with 3 universals, so I can do that one for 7. And then I'm certified in all 5, so I get that one for 8. So that's 15 points. Guys, we didn't get fired. I don't know if we said that, 37. We're scoring end game. This is awesome. All right, then we have 1 point per bank shift. We have 10. 47. Okay. Then a point per speech token and training manual. So we've got 5 more there, 52. Then we've got our cars in our garages. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. We've got 2 of these for 12. 1 of these for 4, so that's 16. 1 of these for 3, so 19 points there. So that puts me at 71. And then we score our Oh, relative position on the track. So that one is different in the end game. So let's look that one up in the solo rules. For each department's train track in which you are furthest ahead, earn 5. So you don't have to get to the end, you just have to be furthest ahead. Unfortunately, that is only 1, 2 for me, because white's ahead here, black's ahead here. So I get 10 points for that, 81. And then I score my upgraded things. So the way we do it is we just get the value of the parts. So for the Cybertruck, I get purple frame or drivetrain and frame, which is going to be 9 points for 90. For each of the side, no, these don't score per car, do they? It's just for each tested design. Yeah. So even though I have 2 black cars, they don't multiply. So I get drivetrain, frame, and battery, which is going to be 6, 10, 13. So I'm at 103. And then for the SUV, I just get the 6 points for the frame. 9. Okay, that is my final score. Let's now lose some points and see if we qualify for any titles. The bots, first thing, is they're going to get 5 points where they're furthest ahead. So that was 3 tracks for 15. So that's 9, 6 more, 94. Then they're going to get 2 per design pile, or in their shared stack. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 22 points there. So that's 92, 72. Out of the way. 72, okay. Then they're going to get, based on their cars, well, they have a concept for 6, Cybertruck for 4, and a city car for 2. So that's 12, down to 60. Then they're going to get car parts they collected. So they have these ones here. This one is going to be 6, 10, 13, 15, 17. So 43 is our final score. And that is it. All right, so 43 points, our final score. That was much less than I had my preparation game that I did right before here. But let's look at what rank we get. Now, if we are the amazing Elon Musk, we had to have 5 cars of one model, probably the Cybertruck, or 6 designs, or 6 test designs of the same car, or 5 different cars and 1 design for each. We did not satisfy either of that because we didn't have 5 cars. We only have 4 cars. Oh, you know what? I need to get each of my Speedchargers is worth 1 point per car, so that's 8 more. That might make a difference. We're at 51 now. Okay. CEO, 50 points. Hey, we have that. 5 different cars. We did not get that. Test designs have a total value of 30. I think we got there. 6, 12, 18, 24, 28. Nope, we did not get there. Okay. 8 bank shifts, we did do that, and 5 certifications. So we were close to CEO, we just needed 1 more car. That's the Cybertruck they stole from us, and that would have given us over the top on everything. So that Cybertruck cost us CEO. So factory manager is 30 points, we have that. 3 cars, we got that. Tested designs worth 12, we definitely got that. 5 shifts, 4 certifications. So we are a factory manager in Kanban EV. Guys, if I made any mistakes, it is very common in this game because it's so complicated. Please comment them below. Leave timestamps so that everyone else can learn from my mistakes. Let me know if you liked it. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. What other games do you want to see me play? Any more Lacerda games? I have On Mars with the expansion. I have Inventions, which will probably be one of my next ones upcoming that I'll do. But yeah, thanks for watching this far, guys. I appreciate your support of the channel, and I'll see you next time. Catch you later. Bye.